Blower on the seat with the windows down, music loud, let them hear the beat.
Blower
They hear the sound of those who rest in peace.
Don't be rolling around with the blower on the seat, Tess.
Huh?
Don't be rolling around with the blower on the seat. Don't be rolling around like that.
On the ones and twos, on the ones and twos.
The blower on the seat.
With the blower on the seat. Don't do that. I'm saying they out there. They trying to get us. So you gotta have your shit in the stash spot.
She probably wrote with the blower on the seat.
You gotta have your shit. You gotta have your shit in the tuck.
It should be on the dashboard, flopping around in the car when she hit them hard lefts. All right.
What's up, man? How y'all doing?
I'm good.
Happy Saturday.
I'm indifferent.
You're indifferent?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hey, look. People always just say I'm good.
I know.
So I respect that.
Okay, good.
I respect that.
I'll let you know later. I fall on one side of the spectrum.
Okay. Well, I'm good.
Good. I'm good. But I'm indifferent.
Is it? I don't know. Is it the default? So, like deep good is also the default. So you're not.
Well, I'm not bad. Fucking little
You're
tired.
Indifferent. You said what you are.
Yeah, I said it. I'm gonna stand on it.
We use our words.
I know words.
Right? Our words mean what they mean. I respect it. I said that.
Blower on the seat. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As you said, told Taz not to have a blower on the seat.
I had a blower on the seat.
Yeah.
Fucking phenomenal drop out of nowhere.
I'm sure she respects that. You know what I'm saying?
I do. I
good
respect
advice.
it all.
Tuck it away.
That's good advice. You know what I'm saying? That's wisdom. Because there was a time, there was a nigga definitely had a blower on the seat.
Yeah, but I never lived that life, so I'm good.
That's good.
Well, that's good.
Because the blower used to have you. That's good. Niggas did it that better have a blower.
That shit can be a dangerous life.
I could imagine if you need to have it on the seat.
That can be a dangerous life. So.
Yeah.
I'm glad that she's never had to indulge in such activities.
Such tomfoolery.
Such. But what's up? Happy Saturday, y'all.
Happy Saturday.
Saturdays are for podcasts.
Saturdays are for podcasts. You know it.
I didn't do a video today because I was indifferent. Now I'm really fucking burnt out. Seriously. I'm gonna get it together. I said I'm just burnt out. I was on the road, then I got here and I was trying to find a window, but we was chopping and I just couldn't get it together.
Sometimes we burn out. I'm happy you here.
Man, thank you, bro. I'm happy to be here.
We weren't here last week, so you know what I'm saying? You better have been here, Nick.
Yeah.
That was that second Juneteenth. We took a break.
We took a second
Celebrate
Juneteenth
the ancestors.
weekend. We've been resetting and restarting, but it's a process.
Trying to get it together.
We are getting it together. That's what's dope. They don't know. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand.
It's a process, man.
I'm happy to see both of y'all again this week.
Likewise.
I'm happy to see y'all too.
Definitely.
Thanks for having me again.
Yeah, you be doing the work already. I see. You more invested in certain areas than I am. I'm very bad at my job. I say it publicly. But nobody else said. You heard it here first.
Jambalaya.
Yeah, we having technical difficulties.
That's cool. I'm stoned.
That's no.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can even
this whole little tripod situation right here it's not being advantageous to you, boy. It's cool.
You can hold on to what you blowing on over there first and foremost, because I don't know if I'm gonna have to do the passing it up a time, but you always got some Zodics over there, so I might want to try.
I'm on that Z. I got what's more interesting than that is if you look at what I got here. I rolled 3 blunts for the hour and a half that we're gonna be here. All right. And
I'm on my water.
And she's on her water. Right? But mine, so you see they're all different sizes. You know what I'm saying? So
is there a reason?
No.
Just what was left on the tray?
No, it's just what randomly happened.
I wrote me a really fat one for myself over here.
See, I did that.
Yeah, I just did that because
then I have one that's like really skinny.
See, but I got more, so I was gonna because I run out and I be.
That's
reaching,
only for those that appreciate such things. You know what I'm saying? It might be nonsense
and be reaching for one of yours. So now I think I might need to give me another, or at least roll another one.
I'm gonna just let us introduce the podcast, and then we're gonna get started talking about whatever fucking foolishness that we got going on. All right,
that's Taz.
Whatever.
All right. Oh, hold up, man.
Wait.
All
right, man.
I have something that I came up with, you know what I'm saying, and the people are going to be in on it, but then gradually they'll be in on it. All right?
I don't even know what the...
Right, I'm like, are we in on it?
I don't know.
I'm going to tell y'all right now.
I'm not, because that shit made no sense.
I'm going to tell y'all right now. It's like a call and response.
Okay.
Right? I need something from you guys. It's like if we were at a show.
One question, though.
What?
Seriously.
What?
We did a gang of fucking prepping pregame, and that shit didn't...
That's part of this whole little experience right now, man. Ride with it.
All right, let's go. I'm just saying, because I'll be high, too. So I'm trying to think that
you didn't miss that. I don't know.
Okay.
We hear.
All right. You get it. He getting it the wrong way, because you was missing.
If I told you earlier, you might not even remember.
That's what I'm thinking happened. That's what I'm asking. Did that happen?
He thought he missed it somehow.
I'm like I said, ride with it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. We going. You know what I'm saying? We on this journey. You feel me?
All right, let's go.
You know what I'm saying? Or do you have to, everything has to be preconceived?
Nah, bruh.
You know what I'm saying? Spontaneity.
I can let go of the will, bruh.
All right.
Word.
So I'm going to do this intro, right? But we have a caller. I'll have a little thing. And it's very simple. It's going to be so nonchalant. And sometimes you're going to say it so nonchalant, but it's going to be a thing. So after I say so glad, I just want you guys to say so glad.
That's it?
Okay.
That's it.
I can do that.
All right.
I might.
Not too complicated.
You know what I mean? I think I might be able to. I'll try it.
It's nothing. Yeah. All right.
Cool.
So we about to intro. Bam, bam. All right. All right. You guys have now tapped into the Deez Ninjas clap. You have now tapped into the Deez Ninjas podcast. Damn.
That's that weed.
Hey, no, you know what it is? I'm going to tell you what it is. I'm going to tell you what it really is. All right, look, when you be recording, you ever done this when you're recording? You can record, you rehearse your shit perfect, and then you hit the fucking record button, and some total different shit come out. It's exactly, pretty much the same thing.
You can be reading it. You can be reading this shit.
You can be reading it, and it will come out completely different, and you will have practiced it perfectly, repeatedly. Soon as you hit that record button,
the gremlins come out.
It's a wrap.
Dicks.
So I'm gonna try this one more time. Maybe 2 more times.
Maybe. How many it take, bro?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
No pressure.
Let's let the sirens go.
Damn,
sirens.
She laughing.
Hey, and what's funny is she's trained in this, so she's laughing at us. You don't know that.
No, I get it. I remember it. Broadcasting. That was the degree. She's
laughing at us. You don't know.
Yeah.
It's cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be able to tap. I'm gonna be able to tap into some of that knowledge.
Like, so
coming
break
soon.
It down. Where were we fucking up at?
Wait, man, I'm about to do this.
That's a lot of the units for a fucking cat in the tree.
Hey, dude, people really call. All right, we get into that later after we get started, because that's a conversation to have. All right. You have now tapped into the Deez Ninjas podcast. We are so glad that you have came to kick it with us. I am Jay Dynamite. Damn!
Hey, y'all don't even fucking know. Like, I wish you would keep it. This is hilarious. This is when weed goes wrong. I'm with you now, and I'm smoking the devil's lettuce.
This is when weed goes wrong?
Weed goes wrong, bro.
Nah, man, this is what happens.
It's not like you, bro.
All right, man. It might be. Maybe.
It may be.
Maybe, but I'm not having memory loss.
This has nothing to do with memory.
So what is it? What
performance anxiety?
Huh?
Performance anxiety.
Nah.
It's subconscious.
Okay. All right. You have now tapped into the Deez. You have now tapped into the Deez. You have now tapped into the Deez Ninjas podcast. We are so glad.
So glad.
If you have came out to kick it with us, I am JJ Dynamite, the coolest ninja you know. I'm here with my fellow ninja, Vern Hayes. How you doing, brother?
What up? What up? Happy Saturday. Saturdays for podcast.
You know the mantra. And we have a special guest with us again. Taz, how are you?
Hey y'all, hey.
Hey y'all, hey. I'm so glad that you came to kick it with us.
I'm so glad to.
That's what's up.
That documentary was dope. That you was watching.
Oh.
The Questlove
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Summer of Soul.
Summer of Soul.
Yes.
Hey, Questlove did that.
All that
I
music.
know he don't know us, but still,
That's fire.
That was definitely.
that was a good. I want to finish watching it.
The
We
act
kind
that
of
got
stopped
us-
a little early,
It's
but
probably responsible for most of our births. You know what I mean?
the soundtrack to if not our births, the precursors
Yeah,
that led up to our births.
Mama's asses in the air and shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of that music.
Yeah, it was all that. Most of it.
It was cool, and you got to see like the artists in their element,
Used.
see
Yeah.
like how
And
cool
them
they
talking
were.
about how it went and stuff and the vibe.
What I pick
I
up
like
on
it.
when I watch shit like that is how much impact they had, and they were so young. They
Yeah.
were so fucking young.
I love that. I just like catching all the cool that's coming off all them artists.
Yeah.
Just seeing
Oh,
it,
the
like,
cool
just-
is nuts.
yeah.
Like, but just like the impact, bro. Like there was so many pillars in that goddamn.
It's-
Just from where I walked in, I didn't even see it from the beginning.
It's just authentic energy.
Yeah.
Just so much
Yeah.
of it.
I
So
liked
much.
it a lot. I really did. I thought it was cool.
I
I'm
know-
gonna go back and watch it again. It's one of those documentaries you can get lost in too, because I was vibing out so much.
that
I know I
tuned out
missed some of the.
pre-game, the
Nah.
pre-meeting.
No, I
Yeah, we
tuned
cut
out
it
some
off.
of the even the interviews because I was so into the music that it was like, oh yeah, they're
talking.
Yeah,
They're talking about how you tuned out the meeting notes, too.
look at here, okay. I didn't know we was in meeting mode, so
Yeah, we kind of lax. We
It's
kind of
no-
lax
Leave.
around here.
There's no organization.
Yeah, you know, we try to talk about serious topics while maintaining
I'm fronting like we're organized.
loose environment,
Very,
to say the least.
very.
Hey,
Yeah.
it was fun. We got it done. We saw the situation. Summer of Soul, right?
Yep.
it's definitely worth watching again.
Shout out to
Definitely.
Questlove and OK Player because they fucks with me.
Right.
Yeah, so shout out to them.
I feel that.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. And I'm gonna watch it again,
I'm going to watch it
and
on the
probably
real.
again after that.
Yeah,
another
'cause
time.
What my shit set up now, man, in the situation at the lab, I got the whole thing right. So I could watch it with the surround sound, with the lights going. Like,
And then you gonna just tune out like I did.
yeah. Yeah.
It'll make you do it.
no,
It'll
that's
make
what
do it.
that's how you watch shit like that. You're supposed to get lost in it.
Right.
You transport to there.
Yeah.
That's, and if you don't, then it ain't the effect they want. That's what they
Right.
want. You were doing
and
it
then
right.
and it be trashed then you know it wasn't a good one
Right.
because my mind would have been on. So what y'all saying?
It's crazy to see though that they have all that footage still that they hold on.
Or
to
the
all
fact that they
footage.
never showed it. Like this, they said
Exactly.
it was the first time in 50 years. That's like,
So that shit was just set up.
Exactly. Like all that footage that we've never seen that they were able to put together and compile for that, you know. That's
And it's
kudos
it's
to the
important.
creators.
Dope shit, man.
Kudos to the creators. I love music documentaries.
me
Always.
too.
Music documentaries.
Almost on anybody.
And yeah.
Like I will sit down and watch them on shit I don't even listen to. Like, oh,
Do you watch like the Where Are They? Where Have They Been?
the behind the
type
music
stuff?
or where are they
Yeah,
now?
type
Yeah,
stuff,
all
yeah.
that. Every chance I get.
Yeah.
Sometimes, most times it's not good.
You'd be sad sometimes.
I said sometimes, but I meant
It
to
is
say
sad
most.
sometimes.
It's a lot of times.
Man, you know.
But you know what's
artists
a
are
good
artists,
one?
and sometimes they don't
They
handle
get lost.
all the other parts as
Yeah.
well as they.
One that's a
might need
good
to.
documentary that you guys probably wouldn't even think that they'll do on some artists is The Will. I don't know if they still do it, but it's based on artists that are now deceased and whether or not they left wills and what ends up happening to their estates.
Never heard of that one.
That
That
that's
could get
some
crazy.
shit right there.
That
I
could
could
get crazy
Them country people.
Horses and
with
shit.
all
And
of,
y'all
with
think
all
we
that family.
bad?
Yeah.
Y'all think we bad not leaving stuff in order?
What
Man, they be fighting with the stepmamas and all. It
Whole
goes
family.
down.
Whole family. It's like that could be a whole show
Country
in itself.
music
Yup.
is redneck rap.
I guess it is a show. That's why we're talking
That
about
shit
it.
redneck rap, so I'm not surprised that they shit tangled up because they not shit neither. And they tell you in their songs that we be nigga beer and trucks and the loose girl in some shorts in
Yeah.
the field trying to fuck, basically. Nashville is Compton for that shit. It's the same thing.
It'd be deep though, but nah, it's a good one. It was one that made me go, I ain't got shit, but I need my will.
Tighten that shit up.
To be in
For my
order.
not shit, right?
To be in order.
That's right.
Yeah, motherfucker over here
For my few little things I got, I wanted to go where I wanted to go.
fighting
Right.
flip flops and shit.
Yeah, don't we fighting over my slides.
It'd be real though, but that's a good one. If y'all haven't peeped that one, that's a documentary that's kind of worth watching. It's on ID.
Oh yeah, ID.
Yeah. It's like,
See, I missed that because I had to completely detox from ID. I had to detox because I would go to sleep with murder mysteries, and I loved it.
Yeah, see, nah.
And I love and my nigga was like, bro, that's
See,
like
I'm not
he told
big.
me.
I'm
He's like, that's a weird energy, bro.
I ain't trying to go to sleep like that.
I just fall asleep to that shit, and I wake up and it's another little white girl.
You're hearing
dead.
them just discussing murders
Yeah.
and REM sleep.
Blood splatter and shit, and all kind of weird shit.
Yeah.
Then you wonder why you walking around feeling funny all goddamn day.
See, I go to sleep on old black TV shows, so that's probably why I wake up in a good.
I don't
positive.
fuck with TV no
What's
more.
your what's your
What's
go-to?
your show?
Oh, Living Single.
Yes.
Like I could go to sleep through. I've seen every episode, so I don't want people to think I just sleep on Living Single, but I could put it on.
It's
and go to
just
sleep.
comfort
Background
TV for
noise.
you. You've seen it enough where you can just see it and
And I ain't missed nothing.
Yeah.
I know what's gonna come
Hey,
next.
Living Single was feel good TV.
Yeah.
It really was. I loved it. Like,
I'm
I remember
saying.
I had my revelation a couple of weeks ago. But me, I'm like you now, bro. I didn't take a page out your book. I'm like Amazon or whatever. Hey, play the sounds of the rainforest. Cut
Really?
everything off and let that shit just
Hey.
play all night. Be good.
That should put me right
That
where I
should
need
be
to
sick.
be.
Really?
You don't
If
got-
I go to sleep with music, it's always jazz.
Music.
No, not music.
No, that's what I'm saying. If I have to hear sounds, it's usually jazz music. I don't hear nothing.
You got
else.
one of them Alexis thingies?
No,
Or one of the-
I
one of them
have.
free-
Okay, so let me tell y'all to step my Amazon game up. Right, I go to sleep now with the little face mask that has the wireless buds.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll be good, and that's how I get my 8 hours of sleep.
oh, you
That's
next
fine.
level.
Yes.
Oh, you right.
It works. So y'all might want to try that with your rainforest.
I use my Amazon home. No, not Amazon. My
Google.
Google Home. I got
Yeah,
the
me
Google
too.
Home, you know, and I would combine with my smart TV, and that's what I play it on. Right.
Okay.
So I wouldn't even think for the earbuds while I'm sleeping.
I can't do it. I got the beats, and then there's a button on the side. So when you turn over, you sometimes hit that button and stop shit. I got the little circle of Google Home speaker,
Yeah.
and either I use that
No, that's
or
what
my
I'm-
TV.
That's what I'm saying. I have
To
the
play the shit.
Google Home, the little unit.
But now with the lights, I told you I got just the
Y'all gotta
rainforest.
try it though, because I sleep with the blinds open. So normally, if the sun, hits, then it wakes me up.
So
But
you
if
got
I
the
put that
blinders.
on, you like
But you got to try the rainforest though.
I have, and
'Cause
I
I
can't
fucks with
sleep
what you
like
got.
that. Like I can't. Like it just
There's so many.
it feels like
I don't
too
do the
busy.
rain.
Like
No, I don't do the
I just call
rainforest.
them all that, but there's so many different
I do
variations.
thunderstorms.
see, I can't do that. Like I don't sleep well in the rain, so I'm for sure
Okay.
not going to intentionally put that in my
that thing
ear.
puts-
I do sounds of nature, nigga.
That thing lays me right off. Sounds of
Oh,
nature would
no.
irritate me.
That's my shit. Now
Like,
like
it would-
creaking
they-
and birds and shit. I
Hell
the
no, I
different
never fall
sounds, the
asleep.
different sounds would stand out for me. I would be hearing.
Right.
I'm
I
like,
mean,
shut the
yeah,
fuck up.
nigga. Oh, I found one that was a waterfall, nigga. That shit worked, but I have to pee a lot.
I can listen to soothing music.
The
I
water
don't
that
have
make-
Jazz gets
like that.
you
I do
right.
have change ups. Right. What type of jazz?
I do. So let me tell you, I like a lot of different jazz, but when I'm trying to go to sleep, it's always like that old school mellow, like,
Coltrane.
and usually with no words. That way it's like, because
You
if
mean
I'm
like
listening
you
to
mean
music
like the
with
stuff
words,
with like a lot of horns, like the
yes, but it has to be like the slow. It can't be like the dun, dun, dun. Like it has to be like that slow.
Oh, see, for me, I'm more of like for jazz for sleep. I'm more of like a new wave. Like
Really?
like that. Like
I'm in between. I just know I don't like singing, but I got something for both of you. It's called.
I also can do classical and go to sleep. By
It's
the way,
Flying Lotus. I know you aware. It's in the Yasuke, or what you call it, the Yasuki.
yeah.
The soundtrack to that. Listen to that. Fuck with that one. It's dope. And it's cool.
You got to tell people what that shit is, man.
Well,
You
Yazuki,
talking
I'm
to
sorry, you train. Listen, Yazuki, for y'all listening, is a Netflix cartoon.
It's a black
that's
anime.
Black anime curated by Flying Lotus. He executive produced it. It's about a black samurai in Japan. And it's dope as fuck. If you're into that kind of shit, it's worth checking out. But the score of it is available on the streaming services. And it's a dope listen. and it fits almost any kind, like what we speaking on now. It'll fit
It's
there
mellow.
too. It's just dope. Yeah,
It's like, I mean, I understand.
It's a cool background noise.
And it's samurai type stuff.
it's the shit like in the fighting scenes or when they on the horses and shit, but it's that backdrop music.
The score.
Your score.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's dope. It's really dope.
I'm willing to check it out. I don't know if I'm trying to put it in my sleep schedule.
It works. Maybe not for you. It works for me.
But see, I got like my whole Spotify set up. So like I have, when I go to sleep, my all jazz, I call it all that jazz. That's the one I put on. Right. And like, I had to look him up. Lee Morgan is one that I promise you will just put your mind at ease and you'll be able to go right to sleep.
You're right.
I'll check it.
Lee Morgan.
And again, back with the biographies and stuff, the documentaries, he got a dope one too on Netflix. It's on Netflix. He's not in it, but the person who killed him, it's all like her story of how it went down. I was like, yo, that.
I will check it out. I have mine simply set up to play my sleep playlist, and
that's with them thunderstorms.
Yeah, but it comes up. But no, there's music in there too.
Okay,
I'm hating, bro. I ain't even do it like that. I just be like, hey, play Sounds of the Rain play the what? But you say play the. See, I got a streamline.
No. Play my sleep playlist.
Cause I be bossing.
It kicks right in.
I be bossing her around the house.
I got a couple. Like I said, I like a certain level of classical music. It's actually newer stuff, not older stuff. But
look at you.
The shit really is really boring, but it sounds good. Like it's, you know what I'm saying? It's pleasing to the ear.
Right.
But in general, like if I was just sitting up, I would like turn that shit off. It's really boring. But
you're trying to vibe in the sleep mode.
It's just like,
look at that. Y'all some sophisticated people.
I'm telling you that the wireless with it, and I set that timer so it'll go off eventually.
Hold up. All right, let's visit that. Let's visit that right quick again.
Yes.
So you got the blackout eye shields
with the wireless earbuds in it. And it works very well. Okay, so let me tell y'all how this like came to be. My homegirl sent it to me because she knows I like to do all those kind of things. And I was like, yo, I'm going to wait for it to go on sale. But then I went to visit family. And I couldn't sleep because of the snoring that was going on. So I instantly, when I got home, I ordered that shit. So my next trip that following weekend, I had it so I could actually sleep. And they're comfortable. So it's not like, sometimes when you have stuff in your ear, you can't really go to sleep.
Right.
It's so comfortable that I just nodded right off way before the time.
Because what I did was take my face gator from the mask days back in the day when we was fucking with the COVID. Mm-hmm. And I just put the earbuds in and then I'll put that shit over my eyes like a fucking headband.
Look, now this is funny. So we're talking about the earbuds and like cutting the sound off and stuff for sleep and everything, right? This has nothing to do with nothing that we're talking about. But it's just a pro tip for the world that's listening to our podcast if they don't know. All right, when people like have sex and shit, people have cut off senses and use like blindfolds because other senses are heightened. That also works with earplugs. I just want people to know that.
So when you put in earplugs, you get more aware of some shit?
Yes, you put in earplugs and take that sense away, then other senses are heightened. Just like the blindfold works.
So that's why you can't sleep sometimes with earplugs on because you fucking...
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that's something to try while having sex is put some earplugs in.
So that was where you went? You just went that... You just jumped off the freeway there? You just
like I said, it was just a tip. It's a tip.
All right, cool, got it.
I said it's a tip.
I don't know if I'm taking that tip for those type of activities, but now I get what you're saying.
But no, what I'm saying is that is something we don't think about because that is not within the norm where everybody be talking about, right? But be surprised, something that simple is earplugs, and you be like, my eyes is open, and you be like, oh shit, why is shit turned up? Shit turned up.
Thank you, I guess.
Yeah,
I figure. This was a weird off.
What? I said it was something off.
I'm still
Didn't I say that right? I said
you prefaced it.
But you would have waited. I didn't think that was going.
Right.
All right, well, it was still sleep in the bed. Am I off that far? Really?
That's an activity for the bed. It wouldn't. I hope it wouldn't be sleep because you can't fuck and sleep at the same time.
Sleep, not before you go to sleep.
It's in the room.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay, cool. Right. So anyway, how y'all doing, man?
I'm still
Mr.
Good,
Buckled
good.
up. You know what I'm saying? Was
was
that a little too raunchy for you?
I get a little tight.
No,
man.
it's just the thought like that was
not even you. Not even you. This guy. Guy over here.
I get tight, man. I'm Mr. Rogers, nigga.
Is that a little edgy?
I be worried about it, man. I get awkward, man. I start itching and shit.
Is that edgy? Let me see a lighter, man. The edgy man over there.
I can't let you see
He's
this
like, man,
particular lighter.
Are you talking about things that might happen in... All right, man, we had some technical difficulties, but we back in this mug, and I was saying that Cash is approved. You know what I'm saying? Because he don't understand about, or he don't want me to talk about it.
Yep. Missionary,
So
nigga.
nasty.
That's it. Just one way. And wait till you married before you indulge in sexual activities. The fuck?
I'm not going into that conversation with y'all. I'm not going to even. Nope.
Shit, call me a fucking prude.
I'll be that.
No, he talking about him.
Oh, I thought he said me.
He called me that. You know him? He like, they always make fun of me about that shit. I don't care, whatever. Shit.
Yeah,
All right. All right, man. We got some topics. You know what I'm saying? Shit's interesting. We've been away for a minute, and so we missed a couple things. You know what I'm saying? So we want to go back to a couple things we missed. All right?
Sure.
First.
Verzuz.
Verzuz.
All right.
They had a Verzuz for the old folks.
Hey.
Wait. They did. Now that other people could vibe out to it, it's fine.
No,
so
what do you consider old?
That's not even
That's
the one.
not old.
That's not even the one he's talking about.
Which one are you talking about?
I was talking about the one we just watched.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the other one with the it was another one with the old folks.
Yeah, the Isley Brothers and everything. That's old, but
that's for the elderly folks. That's for the elderly folks. It's older generations. Look, we got to.
What do you consider old?
Listen, we have to face it. We are considered not the young folks.
We are the
but
old
we
folks.
ain't the old folks yet.
Our songs are considered old school. Those are considered old school songs.
No.
You want to bet?
I refuse.
Hey, we go Twitter poll. We gonna do a poll and say if those songs is old school.
They're not old school
What you
yet.
think? What you think?
I believe I'm called Unc enough by enough young people to believe that we will probably fall, at least you and I, will fall in the old folks category.
You are a little younger than us.
But I'm still trying to figure out what y'all consider old.
It just depends on the crowd.
I don't really listen. I don't really consider myself old.
Okay.
Okay.
But I don't think that's for the old people.
So what do you consider old?
So old for me, and I still think old school music, I'm feeling, even though I understand we're out of the 90s and stuff, I still feel like that's like, the Motown 60s type of groove is 70s.
That's
old
definitely
school.
That's definitely for real oldies. Don't get me wrong.
Right. Those are the oldies but goodies.
That doesn't fall out of the oldies category, but stuff has entered into the oldies category.
But I don't think we there yet with those songs. Those songs are
How
classic.
old they gotta be? Because
they gotta be that old.
Every song they played,
80s songs ain't really old school yet to me.
Every song they played is over 2 decades, and that's
and
old.
that's okay though.
Listen, there are kids that write papers, and you are a teacher, right? And when they refer to before 2000 as the 1900s.
But okay, here's the thing though.
No shit.
Back in the 1900s.
No, but see, here's the thing. I feel like Bobby and Keith's stuff they're classics, but I don't feel it's old school. I mean, I understand now that when we have concerts and stuff, and they be like, "Oh, it's the old school concert." Okay. That's what they doing, but I don't feel like that.
Okay, I will.
They in the middle.
I will say that I hear you. Now, what I would say is, let's take this and say, not your perspective, but say one of your students or nieces or nephews' perspective. If you ask them,
but they think everybody old that's older than them. So
I got one better.
Okay,
I can guarantee you. Any radio station in America playing any of those records advertise old school in their tagline.
They do, but no.
Because it qualifies as that.
No, but they usually are playing old stuff too. And stuff.
We are not.
Okay, so let me tell you why I disagree with that. Because on a station that is solely oldies, they're not playing Keith Sweat and Bobby Brown. The ones that are playing R&B where they, like you said, have oldies in it, but they also be like oldies and new.
There are levels.
Okay, can I ask her because she's funny as fuck? But okay, even in your argument, what do you think that shit leaning closer to? The newer shit they playing on the older part of the old school.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I feel like us 80s babies that were 90s kids, we're not in that old category yet.
Yeah,
so when you
oh look, that's what she's fighting it. That's what she's doing.
She fighting it.
When you said they did that for the old people,
I even gave her the pass. I gave her the pass. I gave her the pass. But maybe not for her, but for other ones.
No, okay, so let me tell you why I don't agree. Because like when they did the Isley Brothers and Earth, Wind and Fire, I was with you. My mama was like, "Oh, I sit and watch that with you." But when it was Bobby and Keith Sweat, my mama was like, "So how much longer is that gonna be on? Because I need you to do some shit."
She don't get it. She don't get it. Their levels.
That shit is.
I get this
look, peep
level.
game. Peep game. Because look. Well, all right, let's take it here. Let's take it here. Let's take it back to our parents, right? All right, now our parents, and we considered these oldies, but they didn't, right? Right? Like the stuff like the Temptations, all that stuff. They didn't consider them oldies. They considered those they jams. Wait, I'm not done, but wait. But think about like when you with that all them folks, right? When they start playing like that older shit, like the blues shit. That's before your parents.
Like they mama shit.
Look, the stuff that your parents consider old because they grandparents was jamming because that was they jams in their time. And your parents like, that shit old for me. Like I know them because I came up on them jams like Down Home Blues. All right, look, we all know that song.
We all know that shit.
We all know that song, right? But even for our parents, that's an old ass song.
But see, that's what I'm saying. For my mom, when you throw the Temptation, she will say those are oldies but goodies. I ain't waiting to put New Edition in them in the oldies but goodies category.
How long has she been?
No, since I was little. Because I grew up. Remember we talked about how like I grew up on the oldies.
Wait, I got it. I'm
I got
locked
one
in
more.
now.
I really have to, but I gotta get a shot.
I gotta get a shot. Wait. I don't want this to be a debate, but this is over. All right.
What? See,
the Temptations were in the 50s or the 60s.
They were in the 60s and the 70s, and they actually had a couple of hits in the 80s. A couple of them, they did.
Okay, and they were considered oldies.
Which ones were
the Temptation songs?
Yes.
When? At what point did they turn into oldies?
They were oldies when I was coming up.
Which was the 90s?
Yes.
Which was what, 30 years removed?
It doesn't matter what I'm saying. Those other,
which was maybe 30,
I don't care. It wasn't about that though.
Maybe 30 years removed from the songs.
No,
which was
25, 30.
No.
I'm gonna say I got a 14-year-old. Bobby Brown and fucking Keith Sweat is old. That shit sounds old to her. She's like,
everything is old to them though.
Right. I mean, Jay-Z's old to her.
I'm just going by years now. I'm just going by years now.
We're not going by years, and that's what I'm saying.
We have to. How the fuck you age something if you don't go by time and numbers?
Was for old people.
It was.
No, I ain't there yet.
I think she knows. I think we.
I ain't there yet.
I think we all.
I think it was definitely for the mature crowd. Like I don't see my nieces and nephews. No, you know what? I take that back. Some of my nieces and nephews were actually watching that. Verzuz.
Right.
But that Verzuz, I ain't gonna lie, I got about good 3,000 steps in because it had me up, especially even during the break, that long ass break where they tell you we taking 5 minutes and it really be like 20.
But
that DJ really did.
She was jamming to the oldies.
They doing coke in the bathroom. They just celebrated like the 20th year of Boys in the Hood. Like that shit is old.
Look, y'all coming for me.
Look, I'm not at all. But just know, Illmatic is not even Illmatic. What's Nas' second album? It was written, just had its 25th anniversary.
Hey, and that's fine.
You know how old House Party is?
It's after all of those songs.
I don't care. That I still say like the 90s era of music was one of the best.
Oh, definitely.
It was one of the best. And I'm not ready to put it in.
They are jams.
The oldies but goodies.
They are jams. Right. They are bops.
But it was
we love them. Ago.
That's fine.
If
you in your 30s, you ain't old.
But it don't make it bad. But it don't even make it bad because it's old. But it is old. Trust and believe.
It ain't in the oldies.
That shit. Look, baby, one more time is old. But that's Britney Spears.
Right.
I ain't doing this with y'all
and
today.
sync songs is like getting ready to be considered oldies.
I ain't doing this with y'all today. I'm not, but I will say that Verzuz was on point.
Like, what was it? It was NSYNC had some like a couple like black jams, like
Bye, bye,
Gone. Gone. Remember Gone?
Keith Sweat washed Bobby Brown because of the selection.
And I was
all right. Yeah, let's get into the verses.
Yeah,
let's get into the verses right quick.
Because I came in going like King Bobby, R&B King is going to just shut it down. But I did forget Keith had all those hits because you don't really listen to him like it's a session.
Hey, look. I was taking notes, right?
Oh Lord.
I said Bobby was gonna kill this nigga off the top. That was just what I thought in my head, and I said it, but I was really thinking it. All right. So we was all the way like halfway done when I was still in denial. Like, nah, Bobby about to come with. He been holding on to him. He about to come hit him over the head.
And he kind of did throw the second half.
Keith came with bangers all night. He did not lose. He did not miss a step. He came with bangers all night.
For a person that is very bad at his job and don't be doing this shit, we could be talking about like looking at the verses when they happen. I got to see it today. From my perspective, it was too late. I look at it like a boxing match or some kind of pugilistic event. Y'all like that. And it would have been too late to come back. If you really judged it like round by round or song by song, It would have been too late to come back. And I learned that with the Fabulous Jadakiss verses. You can have the songs when you play them matter. Cause see, the thing is a vibe. So you want to keep the vibe up. Don't be playing your dirty B-sides, Bobby Brown, nigga. Like, I want to hear the fucking... Don't play the newest...
Bobby playing them personal favorites, man. They didn't know about this one right here.
Playing this shit before his nuts drop, nigga. Like, before you sound like a man, that was Ralph Tresvant group, nigga.
I do, but that was the thing. I knew a lot of his songs. I just think that he would have did better, like, putting the New Edition songs against when Keith was coming with the songs he wrote, as opposed to when you first opened up, everything was about New Edition. It was like, but he's not battling New Edition.
Or maybe against maybe like some of the LSG jams.
Yeah, like that, it would have been perfect.
Arrangement matters.
Yeah,
it
so
does.
I will agree with that.
It matters. That's why people get paid to do your albums.
Yeah,
it matters.
Bobby got washed by Keith.
He got washed. And it was all arrangement. It was just arrangement.
And it was just, yes, it was.
Because Bobby, if it was a real fight, Bobby was the favorite.
That being said, I got to apologize to Keith Sweat, even though, because I really did not think that he would be able to hold up for the whole 2 hours, the whole, for the duration with jams.
But he put the pen bag out.
Like, it made me like, damn, I remember that.
He put out the pen.
remember that. He made me, I forgot.
Yeah, I didn't know he was a part of so many different records. That's what I was like, okay. But it's like he was slept on. It was, like I said, it was perfect.
I forgot. And but the thing is, he knew.
He knew he was the underdog.
He knew we forgot too.
Yeah.
He knew.
But like I said, I don't think it's a forget thing. It's just that,
I forgot.
When you forgot. But I'm saying, like, when you be thinking, like, okay, you start playing your New Edition groove, then you hear all the Bobbies and, songs and stuff. You don't really listen to Keith Sweat in a succession like that. So I think when he hit and it was like, oh yeah, this song, it was like, yeah.
I went to my subscription service and went to Keith Sweat and started adding a gang of songs to my main list.
Here. And I'm gonna tell you, I didn't add nothing from Bobby. And
I did. I had some Bobby songs.
The Bobby shit he was playing with the New Edition didn't work.
I didn't have a lot of Bobby in my thing, so I went and I added the Bobby too. But the Keith, I was surprised.
I like them both. I do. And one thing that I can say I'm really loving about the verses is, even though some matchups I really don't be feeling like that, I still really think it's for the culture. So it's like, even though he might have had a low night, you still got to vibe off them.
But we celebrating them regardless.
Yeah.
And you don't get to be there if you didn't make noise.
That's the thing.
You have to be somebody.
That's the thing. And that was the king of R&B song.
Nobody can take nothing from
Bobby Brown. I ain't gonna never discredit what Bobby Brown did.
Nobody's taking nothing from nobody that's ever been on that platform.
But I think
somebody.
We're not gonna talk about the obvious. Keith Sweat clearly has been, working on, working on his craft and still out there doing it a lot. And Bobby been chilling,
Bobby been going through ups and downs.
Bobby been through a lot lately.
But
on top of everything else.
In that Ciroc, that second half, he needed to leave the bottle alone, because you could tell with the dance moves.
Just like the Jadakiss and Fabulous battle. You see my nigga, as he went down that rabbit hole.
You lied.
hit
back
him with
live.
the Heisman. I was like,
Oh,
what
look
is
at
he
that.
doing?
My guy was singing to the same way.
You know, that's
Ciroc, you are the one.
That's the best part. That's the best part. Then when they relax and fellowship with each other and kind of loosen up and show how they really get down, you know, because Jada is the all-time champ of that part of Verzuz.
That's why the E40 and Too Short one
That was just so
live, 'cause them
cool.
niggas was unwinded all the way.
Yeah, really, really
I didn't
relaxed.
see that one.
Hey, that one was the coolest one. Like they buddies, but it wasn't like corny. You know
No,
what
they
I'm
was
saying?
just kicking it like they
was
kick
kicking
it.
like they kick it. They was faded, and you saw like as E40 got faded because E40 had to open up. You saw he was a little
Buttoned up a little bit.
but a little buttoned up at the beginning, right? A little buttoned up, but you seen as soon as that fucking shit got in his system, he got the dancing and shit, got the talking the thing. You like, okay,
I gotta
here we
go
go.
back and watch
Yeah,
it.
you do. That's
Here
a
we
good
go.
one.
Yeah,
I
That's
do
a
gotta
good
go back
one.
and watch it.
yeah, that was a cool one.
Yeah,
I appreciated
man.
that
That's
one.
Yeah, but shout out to them two older artists.
Yeah, man. Hey, look, all in all, I enjoyed it.
I did too.
I enjoyed it. I
Enough
watched
to
the whole
watch it a
thing.
second time
Enough
and
to
get
watch
some
it a
more
second
steps
time.
in.
It was my
know?
first,
Right.
and
Huh?
I take it for what it was.
Hey, look, and you didn't want to watch it.
I never do.
But see, did we steer you wrong
that's
with
the
it?
real. That's the real.
See?
That's
Yeah.
usually the case too.
That's the no.
There's no
that's usually the
surprises
case,
here.
too. It's not like he just be contrarian to be contrarian. You know, and then come back around and be like, oh man, that was.
I never did. I give it up once, but I do take steps unnecessarily.
Hey, I just want to say, for the last week and a half or something like that, I've been bumping at Tyler. That shit been in my rotation. So Vince Staples has fucking kicked that shit out of my rotation.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Tyler was doing all right. I'm not even gonna fucking lie. Fuck y'all if y'all don't whatever. But I was fucking with that Doja Cat almost early as I was fucking with that Tyler.
People gonna get mad at me right now. I'll listen to Doja Cat shit. That shit was kind of bumpy. You know where I get vibes I get from her when she doing her little raps?
What was that?
I get Left Eye vibes from her.
A lot.
So it's not just me.
It's fun.
Okay.
And it's very
I get Left Eye vibes when she's doing her little raps on her songs.
It's playful, but it's not to the point like Nicki shit. And
Left Eye wasn't like the most deep rapper. It was pretty fun.
It's a lot of fun. When
I have
say
to
that,
take y'all word for it.
Because you're not a she like I'm not even tapped in.
So while y'all was like all this week, y'all was listening to that, I created my playlist off of Bobby and Keith, and that's been me all week.
Hey,
so
that's what's up.
y'all know I don't really listen to a lot of the new
music
stuff,
like
so.
your medicine. I can't tell you what to.
I was gonna ask you. So that's what's in your
That's a
rotation
vibe.
right now. So that's what's in your rotation, Bobby
Yeah.
and Keith.
Bobby and Keith. You know, when I feel like I want to listen to something that's closer to now, it's usually Nipsey.
Right.
But I stick with the 90s is my era.
Hey, check out
so
that Vince Staples. Just if you check out Vince Staples album.
So
I will
underrated.
give it a shot because you suggested
it's definitely a fucking moment.
It's not. You're not gonna get caught up in that.
And
It's that. You know.
it's nice.
You're gonna enjoy it.
Yeah,
I'll give it a shot.
I love it. But I've been fucking with Vince Staples.
Yeah. No, I'm a fan.
Yeah,
Lil homie is funny too.
as hell.
Yeah.
Cause he real. He ain't playing with nobody out there.
At all.
That's all.
At all.
That's why it's
At all.
funny because you
Yeah,
know
the
he
shit
ain't
is
playing.
all-
He ain't
yeah,
trying
yeah.
to be funny.
Very blunt.
Very.
Yeah.
Love that shit.
Nah, but it's still, he got a sense of humor.
Yeah, he do.
You know, he be snapping.
Yeah.
He be snapping.
But it was established differently. Like, this nigga don't be playing with you niggas till he talking that shit. I'm bad.
This album, though, it seems like he was like locked. It's real short, too. It's real short.
In
But
and out.
he seemed like hella locked in. He wasn't really like going, like, he sometimes goes a little eclectic and tries stuff. He wasn't that experimental.
Nah.
On this one, it was just like kind of straight at you.
It had a pocket.
It was straight at you. It was cool. It was,
It was pleasant surprise too. That shit just popped up on my title. I was like, oh.
Well, I liked the single.
I like the single, but man, like I told you, bro, I'm bad at this shit. I don't really be paying a lot of attention to the lead up or know something that's how close the actual whole thing is behind it.
Lead ups aren't the same lead ups.
Okay, so they just mean.
Roll arts on us. So I knew he was dropping something because he dropped a single, and I've been seeing this nigga on the radio. He been on radio rapping. He been doing freestyles. You know, like I'm seeing. I'm seeing the
I don't
interviews.
listen to the radio like that.
I know.
So that's why I'm saying I wouldn't have even caught.
I
all
don't
that.
either.
We see
It's
the
all
clips on
online.
YouTube,
This is all IG.
Instagram.
I
Yeah.
follow I do follow a couple radio DJs. Like,
Gotcha.
I follow DJ Head, who is like a fucking pillar out here. right? In a couple situations like the radio station. So
Shout out to DJ Head.
Shout out to DJ Head. And different situations like that. So I see more. I don't listen to the radio at all.
Gotcha.
I have no idea what's going on on the radio station. So he was doing interviews for the radio, freestyles, LA Leakers, which is, some radio
Now, I
shit.
do know who that is, even though I don't listen to it.
Val.
I be in the know. I just don't.
Yeah, so he did a LA he did a LA Leakers freestyle. I've been seeing him. When when you starting to see somebody and he's somebody that be on the low.
She on the contrary tide too. Just
right. He's somebody that be on the low. So when you start seeing stuff, they start popping up, interviews, raps.
I saw it
out of nowhere. Then you know what's up.
I saw the lead up, but I didn't know how far it was out. But then I seen on his Twitter the date, but I was already listening to it.
Like Drake rolling out his album right now with the date at the stadium.
With that little kid's mama.
Hey, look, peep game. What's up?
I'm not a big Drake fan, so
okay, that's cool.
Y'all will probably have to tell me how that album.
All right, I am, but I'm also into the mechanics of how things work, right?
Yeah.
All right, so the thing is, when they showed the basketball game, when the little homie was at the basketball game, Amari Bailey, when they was playing, and they showed Drake at his basketball game, did niggas not see his mama right there? And he was with her then.
Yeah.
And everybody was sitting there, and they right now, they like, hey, I think.
I was looking at his mama then.
That day.
Yeah.
It was like, nah, that's why he there. He's not, this basketball game is, I saw
he's just
that day.
He is there because he woke up.
I said, that's why he's there, bro.
That morning. Like, y'all going to the guy? I go.
That's why
he was. Is this the game against LeBron's son? Because I just keep hearing somebody saying he went to LeBron's son.
Well, he be at Bronny's games too.
Oh, okay.
They're probably on the same fucking AAU team or something.
Dude is a prospect.
Nigga, I'll be at the game with that nigga mama too.
So
right now.
So when they that's what they started to speculate. They like, hey, I think that was his old boy's mom's.
You would have called me water polo.
After they caught this nigga in a helicopter
at Dodger Stadium dinner.
Yeah,
just him and her.
I don't know how fly that is, but it's like, I guess it's a floss. But I don't really want to have could you have moved it off the dirt just on the grass part? Right, but I think it's roll out for the album, the Certified Lover Boy. I think it all plays into it's all a thing.
I'm at the water polo games with that nigga mama. Fucking lacrosse nigga.
I cannot.
I don't give a fuck what he do.
Nah, it was. I mean,
Special Olympics. I'm there, nigga. Cheer like a motherfucker.
I understood. He understands the assignment. Was that what they be saying?
Yeah, that's the new shit.
Is that what they be saying? That's the saying, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, he understands the assignment.
He understood the assignment, man.
You're saying, well, that's what I would even go too much into it. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't mad
I'm staying on the outskirts.
Yep.
All right, so yeah, that was interesting. That's that news. All right. Meek and Travis Scott, they keep saying that these fools got in a fight at a party in the Hamptons. First of all, how the fuck are they fighting in the Hamptons?
Meek doesn't seem to play well.
How you fighting in the Hamptons?
Because that's they say just because you not in the hood don't mean that you leave your hood mentality from place. What I always say, there's a time and place for everything. The Hamptons is not the time or place for that type of stuff.
I bet it was Meek's fault.
Bet you was They said it was them and they entourage. If you got an entourage, how many of the members of the entourage have to get involved in the scuffle?
Maybe two.
Only two?
Side?
I mean, if it's because they be rolling kind of deep. So only two?
Wait, what kind of entourage are we talking about? Are we talking about 90s entourage?
Niggas be rolling thick right now.
That was a puff party. I'm pretty sure they couldn't bring all
I think it was
goons.
Well, I don't know who. No, that wasn't the puff party.
That wasn't that party.
That was
like the assistant owner of one of the teams or something.
It was one of the owners of the 76ers.
It was Meek fault.
It was Meek fault?
Yep.
You think he was mad at Travis Scott?
For something.
Because he wanted Travis Scott's spot?
I just know he started yelling. First.
Hey, you think he was yelling and Travis Scott was talking in auto-tune?
Probably. I can see that shit. I wish we could draw it.
Hey, Travis Scott talking this thing in only ad-libs?
I cannot.
That nigga Meek was yelling real fast and not taking breaths. And Travis Scott was
Meek Mill
ad libs.
Mad at this nigga yelling at this nigga. He gotta wait till this nigga fucking ad libs on something he said.
Yeah, I can see it. It's lit.
I needed to see more of the video, and I needed the video person to be closer because I was trying to follow.
Yeah, we don't got enough.
Who was arguing?
We don't got enough. I feel you.
He argues, but he always seemed to be into it with people a lot.
Hey man, that's what happened. That's what happened when you fuck with a real nigga.
He passionate.
Is it?
I don't know. That's what they be saying.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what they be saying. Hey, look. All it is look. Hey, look. That's what they be saying.
He ain't been right since Nicki Minaj, dog. I'm just saying.
Don't blame her for that.
He doing all right for himself,
he was probably
man.
like that before.
He got to get the whole look. When he got out of jail, bro, he got a look.
He got a look at it. It worked, but Meek be tripping, man. Like, I'm not gonna say nothing.
I think it's working for him, bro. And all in all, I don't think he gets in shit
You
bad.
been sounding like me.
I don't think he getting shit bad enough where it fucking takes away. It still kind of just builds his shit and keeps his name and profile enough.
He close, bro. He be involved in enough shit where it's getting like, hey, man. Because this one nigga that just, like...
I don't think he does no put you over the top shit. I think he keeps his name up enough where he keeps his price up and he don't fuck up enough to...
Why are you yelling in the Hamptons? We all agree he started it.
Hey.
Well, my thing is whenever I hear that kind of stuff, I automatically think it's just for publicity. Like how you just said with the entourages, I still, once again, I'm a 90s girl, think about when they used to fight, the whole squad jump in. With this shit, I think it's just like, you want to go viral, huh? Like,
the thing is, niggas is still niggas and people still get into it. Sometimes we kind of underplay that aspect of when you really, everybody that you with ain't necessarily fucking straight and narrow. Cultured, straight and narrow, all of that. You know what I'm saying? So when the entourage get into it, it's usually not the main person.
I mean, that's the nigga.
Even though it could be because egos are a thing. Yeah. Always will be a thing. And that's celebrity, whatever, when you're dealing with this much money and people out there trying to fucking swing their dicks around, you know what I'm saying? Feel me? So that's always an aspect. So I don't discount that. I mean, that type of thing, that was outside. It's like, them niggas, I don't think that works.
But that's what makes me still get viral vibes, because usually when people really get into it, you don't even get a chance to do all that talking. But like we just said, that's at the party in the Hamptons. You could be right. Don't get me wrong. You could be right.
I mean, most of the time it can't get there, but there's kind of...
It comes to a point where cooler heads prevail when it's that much money too.
I do.
And you're in the room with all that money and you fucking up more than just a moment when you do certain shit. So now I know they talk to their team like only if it's a must, and mainly
the person who has shut this shit, shut up. Hey, all right now. Like I said, it was a big time party. Somebody was like, hey.
I think since it was a Philadelphia 76ers event, and he's from Philly.
Well, I don't know if it was a 76ers event. It was a 76ers owners event.
Okay, whatever. Yeah. It's some Philly shit, and he was yelling at people first. And then he got out of hand.
Meek Mill was swinging because he was in Philly?
He was just yelling, yeah. He looked like that. I'm stop, because I'll be trying to
Travis Scott be doing weird shit, though. They said there was an all-white party. He was the only nigga in black. He be doing that kind of shit.
Gotta stick out. See, that's what I mean when I say I think it just be for viral.
No, that part is
people to talk.
That part is the part. That kind of shit that goes on. But I don't know about the fight part. That kind of shit is always gonna go on. Them niggas always got in doing camera shit.
Whatever. Stop yelling at niggas, Meek. Put a new album out. I'm gonna hear some shit. Travis Scott, start talking to niggas in ad libs. That's rude. That means you're being short with people.
Yeah, being short with people. Auto tune. Yeah.
I can't. I could die.
You try to argue with a nigga and he was like, because that nigga don't really. Do you ever really see that nigga talk?
No, I haven't.
Never. That nigga's pretty quiet. He just kind of walk with the braids, be looking like a weirdo. Mm-hmm. He do.
He coming live on stage.
He does.
Really?
Yeah.
He definitely does. I've seen the show's awesome.
Never seen it. Don't really listen.
That's how you know
him.
Meek was yelling first.
The show is awesome. The show is futuristic. It's an experience.
He's really a dope artist.
Yeah.
It's another person y'all telling me I got to check out.
Travis Scott is nice. Well, I'm not telling you because I don't think you're gonna do it, And I'm
I
not.
do. You
No,
know
no,
what? I take
way
advice.
different than Vince. The Travis, you don't like the fucking current shit. So I don't know.
I don't.
I don't know if you would like Travis
If
Scott.
you got a title,
Well, wait, you gotta fix that because you're gonna have the audience thinking that I just live in the past. I like current R&B and neo soul.
Well,
I don't
she
like
doesn't
current
like-
hip hop.
Well, all right, let's start. All right, let's start the conversation.
you the one that keeps saying 90s girl.
I am a 90s girl,
So
but
you
I'm
do
saying
live
when
in
I
the
listen
past.
to current stuff,
So
It's-
you only like 90s hip hop.
yes. And
You don't-
maybe
do you like
going into early
2000s?
2000s.
When
Early
what's your
2000s.
cutoff point?
See, I hate when people ask me that because then you got to go back and you be like, "Oh, that song came out that late."
Right.
I would probably say maybe 2005.
So like around, oh, they think they like me?
Probably. Like I don't, it's just like I don't.
Oh, so she doesn't like the South.
I do like the South.
You can't
No,
keep
you
saying shit like
don't.
that.
You even though you were down there and I know you love the
I
South.
do.
I know you love the South.
You at
But
the-
see, here's the problem. Like I said, you'll be able to say a song, and then I'll be like, "Damn, it really came out that late," because it feels so like
Basically,
before for me.
you know what really happens to us when we get older? It's not that
Don't do that because I'm not that old.
when we progress, we move on. Music is a period, right? So certain times the music it was just a moment in your life.
Let's
You
start
move
the
on,
conversation.
right? So it seems older because that moment is so behind you. You might not you're a
Right.
different person since the last time that song was important to you.
Exactly.
So that's all it is.
So,
Boom, nigga,
You
Dr.
might hit me
Vern.
with a South song that I'm like, no, that was my jam. I just
Well,
didn't
yes,
realize.
we
this after.
we attach experiences to songs.
I just
Yes.
said that.
But I told you my issue.
you didn't. You said that like you discovered it. That we know
You didn't,
that.
have, you didn't have to say I didn't. You went way out of your way.
Okay, I'm
to
not
get-
going to
to
dis.
take
I'm not
it
going
away
to dis.
from me.
I'm not going to
It's too late.
discredit.
It happened
I'm not going to
already.
discredit you.
I
but
thought it was beautiful.
But as I said it, then you like you said it like as if there was
did.
your discovery. So
Motherfucker discovered America.
nah,
I'm
I
not
don't know.
doing that
I
with
don't
you.
know. I don't know.
I ain't going there with you.
I don't know.
Nope.
Hey, you
You're
got
not
the
you're not
hypocrisy.
taking me down.
You
that
got the
rabbit hole.
hypocrisy in it. It was all that. It wasn't.
I don't know.
It
I don't
was
know if a
satire.
motherfucker discovered America.
Exactly.
All right. So
Right.
now,
But
we're
I
going-
told you my issue with the music today, though. Like, I don't and that's me. I don't enjoy stuff that I have to listen to that hard to figure out what the hell you're saying. It
So
just
you like
doesn't
when
do
they
it
rap
for me.
really slow?
It's not even about the speed of it. Sometimes even when they're rapping slow and you hear the words clearly, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck you're talking about.
So you just old.
That ain't got, you know what? I am not old. Because like I said, I listen to current stuff as far as like
I'm just, I'm messing with you. I'm just messing with you.
It's
But
not-
I'm saying with
it's
the
not-
rap stuff.
It's not even just the music. It's the environment in which you're listening. Certain shit translates in different places. I'm learning this as we speak. So I'm telling you as I go, he's right. It's not just the music. Certain shit you're listening to, you're not listening to it in the right place. You hate it at home on your couch. But if you was out in a festive environment in which it was made, it's gonna hit you different.
No,
you might not
see?
love it because you're not thinking of it like
if I'm
critically.
like out, like say a festival or something, they put it on, I'd probably be listening to it for the beat. Because I'm not gonna lie, some
Right.
songs the beats make you move, but I don't like the song.
But
We've always listened to stuff for
it'll be a
beats
vibe.
also.
It'll hit you how it's supposed to in the right environments most times.
A lot of I said, but now where you got the mumble, and that's your words, like it's like that. So it took you that long to come up with that, like. I can't, and I think
Do that
because
again.
I grew up in a different era, it's like you listen to it, you like that's what you gave to people,
Okay,
and y'all
look.
like it.
What they do?
I would dare to say,
do it again. Mumble, mumble.
That's one of the songs is like that. The lyric literally is mumble, and then he
all
goes
right,
on to
but
something
but
else.
see, all right, but look, now you're pointing out specific instances. That's not a typical thing.
It's typical to not understand what they're saying, and then you have to really listen to it, and then you're like, "What?"
But see, not understanding is a individual thing.
It might be.
It's an individual
might
thing,
be.
and that depends on each individual person.
It really
That's
is.
why I say that some of this stuff maybe getting a little old. Maybe.
Whatever, hater.
Maybe
no.
just-
Hey, no.
No.
And look, and it's all a matter of perspective. Old does not mean you're old. It just means that you're older than who they're aiming at.
But tell me okay. For me, right?
Okay.
Since let me go to my favorite person, right? We know Tupac is all for me, right?
Okay.
As an artist, I like the fact that I can get a conscious song, I can get a party song, I can get anything that I need for this one person.
Okay.
Who is out now That's popular. That's popular because y'all listen to underground and all that. Who's out now that's popular that you can get a whole bunch of different stuff from?
Listen. Who else do you listen to besides Tupac?
I listen to Biggie.
Okay. Who else?
I listen to Snoop.
Okay. Who else?
I even listen to Nipsey.
This is the thing.
I can get a little bit of everything.
This is the thing. Everybody is not made to do everything. What you're calling out are all-time greats, and everybody's not an all-time great. All right. Some people can do a certain thing. Some people can do another thing. We listen to sets. When we go to a Jamaican club, right? Mm-hmm. We listen to a bunch of dance hall, or we listen to stuff that is maybe a little more traditional type of stuff. You go to what you're going for what you go. You know what I'm saying? So you put things in categories.
I can answer your question.
What?
Lil Baby. He give you everything
Which
you ask
one
for.
is Lil Baby?
Lil Baby.
Lil Baby is versatile. Now, what you're asking for is what you're asking for is a versatile artist, right?
Mm-hmm. He does everything.
They're versatile artists.
Lil Baby.
Lil Baby is a versatile. Lil Baby is a versatile artist.
He's conscious. He can party.
She don't like the auto tune though.
But that's the thing. Even the way he does it, it ain't even like the way everybody else does.
He doesn't. What he does is just puts it on his voice. It is different.
You can hear his rap.
If you're shutting it out because it's auto tune already, you're not going.
I'm saying I will try. I don't dislike auto tune, but I just don't like if that's it.
No, he's versatile.
I was going to answer the question.
I will give him a try because you gave me somebody. You answered my question.
I mean, I said because I'm getting put onto it as we speak. Once again, I'm starting to notice that he's different than a lot of the other stuff. But to be fair, like I can understand personally that a lot of the stuff is just not for me. It's not aimed for me. It all tells a story, and it's basically telling the story of a generation that I'm far removed from. And that's the disconnect. And it goes back to being older, but that's all it is. The music is not bad.
I can't agree.
It's not.
I feel like when you're doing music, I feel like it should be something where, and again, I'm not a musician, so I might be speaking out of turn, but I think you should be aiming for timelessness. You know what I mean? Like, and the reason why I say that, let me tell you why I say that, because I get that you say generations removed, but you think about how we talked about the 60s. We are generations removed, and still it gives that longevity. This stuff ain't gonna be played that long.
It will.
It's some of it will, because the generation that grew up on it, they're always going to have experiences tied to those songs.
And
like
it's going to go down to their children and their children, just like it got to us.
Every generation feels like that.
I don't know.
Just like our parents told us, like, them ain't damn songs. These are songs. It's the same thing.
Okay, so when I'm 90, I want to see if they still playing Migos and stuff. Okay,
they probably will.
They will.
We'll see.
The kids that
we'll come back when I'm in my 90s to have this
is the thing. But this is the thing. It'll be the standout songs, because that's what it is from every generation. We don't get everything from those. You get, like, if you're a Michael, you don't hear every song from Michael Jackson unless you play Michael Jackson for yourself. You hear Billie Jean. You hear, you know what I'm saying? You hear those select group of songs. It's like that for everybody. You're not going to get it all. You're going to get the greatest hits, the greatest of those select artists.
Because it's time. And what time is, the thing is, we won't matter in a few, and it's not for us. It's just going to keep going. These people will be us.
They're not going to be saying, no, these songs that we had, these are shit. Let's go back to those old songs, because they tell you now, that shit is old. Even the youngsters, like you said, they don't care about nothing that happened before. So they're going to be like, I don't want to hear that old shit. Play my shit.
I disagree, because let me tell you, I beat mine over the head. They know they don't control the radio. And some of them, when they sit and they actually hear that old stuff, now they like, I like that.
Good music is good music.
Exactly. I don't necessarily.
But they're not going to shut.
Good music.
They're not. But to you, but they're adding to the good music for them. You have the stuff that you already look at. They're like adding it to the category.
It's not going to turn them against their shit.
It keeps coming on the back end. Just like, look. I guarantee you, there's a segment of our, the ones that still hear "Ain't No Fun If the Homies Can't Have That."
Hell yeah.
And be like, turn that bullshit off. Just how that's how you feel about it. See,
that's classic.
That's exactly what we're saying.
You put that on. Everybody know the words.
That's not true.
Like,
that's not true. My grandmother will be like, turn that shit off.
Well, we talking about Granny.
But
my mama.
It's the same. But that's the same. We're going to be Granny.
And mama and daddy and mommy and grandpa.
Look, I'm real shit. I have friends that have kids
Yeah.
They're Granny. You know what I'm saying? And they're already like, I don't like that turn that, but their kids love that. It's just the disconnected. It's just that disconnect.
And that's all. That's all
it's just that disconnect. It's really like their stuff. It's like little youngsters. They're making their music. They aren't thinking about the timelessness of it because you don't think about legacy in the beginning.
And this is another thing. And it's all come back to him keep saying, oh, but this is the fact. You know, the shit we like is not going to be prevalent. It's going. You got to find it now. You got to kind of look for it and tune into it.
They've already moved on.
It's youth driven. It's not for people in this room per se.
See, the thing is, I believe we're at a point now because hip hop is still a young genre in general, right? Mm-hmm. It's just now gotten to the points where it has us, which is the age where they're not aiming at.
Contemporary.
Okay, so let me tell you why I still be like, because I remember I told you the area that I like, right? Mm-hmm. I remember, and this is no slight to anybody, but when a lot of Puffy stuff was coming out and people, it was like that, I wasn't necessarily feeling that. And that was in my, my thing. So
but you understood it.
I don't understand. I told you I don't understand half the stuff. I said, but you understood it. Right.
The reason why you understood it is because it was current to
English?
You. No, because it was current to you.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't have an issue about stuff being current because I listen to genres.
But I'm saying you understood it. The stuff now you don't understand because they're talking a language that is beyond what you're talking. They are talking to themselves. They're talking that
to each other.
Like they're talking to themselves.
They are talking to themselves.
No, I didn't mean that as
not like one-on-one. No, they're talking to each other.
They're talking to themselves. They're not talking to you. Talking to you is talking to old people to them. They're talking amongst themselves.
It like this. Put it like this.
I just have to keep throwing that out there.
You are not old, but it's a matter of perspective. To a 15-year-old, a 30-year-old is old.
You wouldn't date. You wouldn't date if this music was a person. You wouldn't date it because it would be too immature for your taste.
Yes.
You know why? Because it's a 19-year-old.
But not all of them that are doing this music are 19. Like they are some that are up. And I'm just like, what?
No, but the industry drives you to aim at young people,
and that's why you get what you get.
That's why they do that. So you're right.
Like you don't know old niggas you wouldn't date because they're immature.
Look, what we're saying is we're just getting. Once again, we're probably talking in circles, but what we're saying is it's just getting to the point where we have a generation that is hip hop that they're not aiming at. They're aiming at the young generation, and we're all sitting here starving for more hip hop, but we don't want this. We don't want that.
It's a contemporary.
You
don't
don't
understand.
What it was. It's a bunch of bullshit. You like, this shit ain't for me. So now you're reduced to listening to R&B and jazz because you can't listen to the hip hop because it's nothing aimed at you, right? That's where you're at right now.
Pretty much.
Right? You like hip hop clearly because you love Ain't No Fun. If the homies can't have
that, do. Every time he's like,
you love Tupac. Right. You love the music that you relate to and that you connect to. They don't aim that music at you. It's time to start giving. There is a market. There is a that has money. There's a market that has money that you can aim at. That's grown. You know what I'm saying? And they need to get at that. You know what I'm saying? Adult hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that we connect
Call that
to.
Shit something. Yeah.
You said call it what?
It's basically contemporary. That's what they call all the other categories when they're doing an award show. It will be listed as something like that.
Adult hip hop stuff that is aimed at not just the children, not just the people.
That I will agree with you on.
And it's there, and there is a market for it, and it's made. It's not that it doesn't exist. It does exist.
It's functioning.
They just need to market it. Yeah. Like I said, they need to market it. If they market it, then people will be aware of it. People will gravitate to it because it is the music that we gravitate. Vern makes fucking music that is for adults.
Excuse me.
You know what I'm saying? It is a number of artists that we work with that makes music for adults. We listen to music outside of our circle that is aimed at adults. It is there. It is present. It is dope music, beats that we like. Shit that we're talking about that we relate to.
It takes
shit
you there.
That we may be talking about that maybe even shit that we don't relate to, but we connect to because we understand because we've been there, right? And you know what I'm saying? But it's just not that that other stuff that you connect with children because you connect that shit with children.
Right now,
I made that mistake. I let my nephew hook his phone up to the car, and I was just like, I cannot wait till we get to the next destination.
That's because
it wasn't working.
That's because they aim that music at children.
Yeah. And I promise y'all should have seen my nephews. The way they was looking at me, they like, Amy, you don't like. I'm like, baby, no.
A lot of people don't get the disconnect, but it's quite simple.
It's like all it is I mean, it's language. It's really just it's us getting older. You're not them not giving a fuck about us when they fucking make those decisions. They just don't.
I related to sitting in the room with young people. I can't even listen to them talk for too long because it's nothing I can fuck with. It's just I don't want to be around it.
Right.
Really?
So no, because sometimes when they go off into their shit and how they talk to each other and the way the words break down, it just
when they start talking and stuff like social media is really, really, really important to them to where you can put it in its place.
Yeah.
But to them, if you have that conversation with them, it's like unreasonable.
Right.
That conversation.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a fanatic about a band, and I try to talk in reality, and she's fairly bright, but it doesn't translate. Like, fuck that. This is what it is, and you don't know, Dad. You don't fucking know, and I don't even want to talk to you about it. You sound ignorant, and I don't want to fucking talk to you about it no more.
Certain
shit like that, and I'm like, I just said maybe they don't enjoy doing this shit as much as it looks like because it's a different country, different rules, but it's just weird. But yeah.
Well, I'm going to shout out the babies in my life because, we can have that music conversation and stuff. They're very open to, as y'all put it, the old stuff, and it works. They don't drown me out where I have to be like, oh my God. Like
that's good. That's good. See, the thing is what's crazy about it is the stuff that we were introduced that came before us, right? Is good music. It's the stuff, it's us connecting to the stuff that comes behind us. And attaching that to all that good music that we were introduced to during our time and that came before us. They have the luxury of having all that stuff that we have that we can introduce them to. And then
it's the same thing.
The stuff that they add that we don't give a fuck about.
They connect to us.
The stuff that's on the tail end that's special to them that we're like, that sound like some bullshit.
They connect to us like we did. Like they give homage to the shit we grew up on in our era. We got to add Jodeci and R. Kelly and all that shit. And some old folks be like, R. Kelly, that boy nasty. He be talking too vulgar. You know what I'm saying? They need to be talking like how they used to talk back in the day. I want to come inside. Versus,
right, and then you grow up and you figure out what they was really trying to say.
He said it. But
back in the day,
he wanted to come inside.
When you're young, you don't get that. That's really what they say.
That's how they was talking. But see, now then our generation was a little more blunt and a little more
right.
And it's every generation kind of gets a little more flagrant with how they go about that, right? Like, right? So, like, they hear our shit and be like, oh, boy, that boy nasty, right?
Right.
And then, now you got all these people complaining about WAP. These girls is going crazy.
But see, and that's why when a lot of, like, I'll say, like, my older cousins and stuff was going there, I'm like, now, wait a minute. You was, like, really doing Uncle Luke. Just think now it's a female and not a male. They saying the same.
You just say I didn't even tell you what I called your song that you liked that you was just talking about.
Which song?
That ain't no fun. What was it?
Oh hell yeah, that was my song. But see, I do not judge the raunchiness of the music.
Oh yeah, because I'm just saying that shit. Like if you try to, there's a meter for that kind of record. That shit is breaking the meter. That song is very.
It's only breaking. Wait, it's only breaking the meter if on behalf of the, you know what I'm saying, people, the homies was getting, there was no consent on her behalf. She might have wanted the homies to have fun as well.
Right,
she might not have been a party pooper.
We didn't know.
You know what I'm saying?
Didn't know.
You're speaking as
I'm assuming she didn't want the homies to have fun.
Hey, well, that's a bad assumption. I'm going to assume
I'm just saying
that she's not a party pooper.
I'm not talking about the party pooping. I'm just talking about a little half dead that gets dick on her head.
I mean,
I'm just saying the vulgarity of it all. That's all. I'm just saying, don't judge WAP.
Once again, it's women. I don't even want to get into all that. It's people like all kind of shit. So I'm gonna say,
I will agree. And even though that was more like of a male-driven song, for some females, they feel the same. It ain't no fun unless.
Salute to them.
Yeah.
Shit.
Hey, for real shit. They were like, damn, ain't no homies coming. You got those.
Hey, let's do it.
Like, oh, you weren't even enough for the party. You
You know, hey.
Hey, we needed a party.
Party.
You feel me? All right, let me see.
That's all right, man.
All right.
I get it.
All right, we off that. They fought, maybe. They yelled. They auto-tuned. They roboted. All right. You know what I'm saying? Bow. Bill Cosby's out of jail.
I knew we was going to have to go there, even after the break. I knew we was going to have to go there.
Bill Cosby is out of jail. We kind of missed it. We took a break, and we didn't talk about Bill Cosby. It was like a slow burn. No, really, it was kind of quick. Like,
Yeah,
Bill Cosby getting out of jail, then he got
show.
out of jail.
Yeah.
I wish he would have did that when he got out of jail. I wish he would have did that thing he did when he was walking in jail. When he did that little flip, that little thing, when he got out of it, wish he would have did that. That would have just set it off.
Listen, the Bill Cosby shit got niggas all bent out of shape with each other. I think it's hilarious just to see how mad people are at each other.
Especially like you saw when Auntie Felicia did her tweet and people was coming at her.
Bro.
It's like, stop.
Right, bro. Why are people everybody got to agree with everything?
We don't. And that's the part, okay, y'all know I always have like my but that was the part that was really like driving me nuts because like I have friends and we don't agree a lot on things.
Right.
We go, okay, this is your opinion, this is my opinion. Cool. We good because at the end of the day, we gonna keep living regardless. This ain't got shit to do with us.
Yes.
But people literally were like, oh, she can't work at Howard. And I'm like, first of all, you sound stupid because everybody knew prior to her getting that job where she stood on this.
Right.
So why did you think she wouldn't have been happy? Because hell, some of us really do look at this shit as being stupid.
Right.
It is what it is. I feel like sometimes we're in a generation now where, and I don't mean like age-wise, but I'm just saying of the world, where if you don't agree with something, everybody's like, oh, so you must be against these type of people. You must be against victims. You must
Pick a
be.
side.
It's no context. It's no nuance
At all.
It's all black and white.
Parody.
Everything.
That's the word. No parody. You got to pick a side.
Right.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
If you this, then you must mean that, and that's not necessarily true.
At
Right.
all.
For
Right,
instance,
At all.
because there's gray area. You know what I'm saying?
I
can
wasn't
feel-
nowhere near none of the shit. This is how I think about shit when I look at her. I look at evidence and all that, but I went around, right? And there's always context and perspective.
Exactly.
So my nigga got out on the technicality, and that's that. I like the memes, and I like
He
the
did get out on the
fucking-
technicality.
I don't think it's let me tell you why I don't think it's a technicality. Technicalities I look at is like where people find loopholes in laws that nobody knew existed. The fact of the matter was, based on what took place, the trial should have never happened.
I
So
understand.
that's why I don't think it's a technicality.
I mean, I understand in that perspective but because it did take place, there was not an exoneration that took place. There was a legal procedure. It was procedure, essentially.
Procedural, yeah.
It was procedure why he got out. It was,
Right, but we've talked about words.
Right.
And so that's why I don't feel like it's a technicality. Because usually technicalities, in my mind, I think of something small that somebody found some loophole to. Based on the law, you basically violated his rights.
He should have done the trial period.
Right, because you violated his rights, and so therefore that's why I don't think it was a technicality.
But a lot of those people's rights are violated.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly why I
Exactly.
called it a motherfucking technicality, because regardless, he was in there and he got out of there. They're not going to say it was a mistrial. They're not going to exonerate him and clear his name. They're not going to vacate that conviction off the books. He was in, he got out on the fucking something that they
here's
couldn't
my
really
question.
hold him
Do you
on.
really think that it would have mattered if they did? Because you think about all the people that have been exonerated, right? They had big cases, and even when it comes out, oh, they never did it, and they say you've been exonerated, right? People still gonna say you did it
people
anyway.
don't care. People don't care.
But I'm just thinking like this, bam. Just bear with me. Okay, he wasn't supposed to be there in the first place, right? They got this old ass man in jail where most people was fucking dying of COVID, where that shit was real bad. Imagine that. It's still wrong for death. That he wasn't supposed to be in there, regardless of what you feel about what he's accused of. He did it. I don't know. I wasn't there. But he wasn't supposed to be there. So that's the point. You know what I mean? Regardless if you fucking believe in their system, then he wasn't supposed to be there, and that's where it lands.
Well,
now catch him next fucking time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Shit.
that's where I land on it. Like, hey, if we just going by the black and whites of the fucking letter of the law,
I mean, that's
and that's what we got to go with.
We got another black and white thing, I think.
That I was
to
gonna
talk
go
about too.
That's where I was.
Same.
Let's go for it.
No, let's spend. I mean,
No, but
same
like
thing.
this- yeah,
same
it's-
thing. It's more going on. But now, so dude is out of jail.
He's
All right?
out of jail.
And I'm happy about it just for,
Okay.
because I could just put that out there.
All right. Now,
I would say I'm happy about it just for the fact that whenever the fucking law works for one of us, the way it works for the opposition or however you see the other side of things, I think that's okay. It's cool.
I'm indifferent. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know how everything worked out on the, on that back end. I know context applies.
Right. All right. Raise
Um,
palms and all kind of shit.
Yeah. I'm just saying, all that shit. I know how shit got crazy. People used to do drugs.
Right.
All of that. So I don't know how that broke down. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how that broke down.
And smart people don't get into
because so many
that.
people have come out on both sides of the line. I'm kind of, like I said, I don't know.
And smart people don't get into that.
I don't like to act like I know. Right? All right. Now he's trying to do a docuseries and also a comedy tour.
Right.
Y'all here for that?
Okay, can I be honest? I wouldn't have been here for it even if he wouldn't have gone to jail and had all this happen. Like, I like TV show Bill. I've never really been into the, how some people you can watch stand up for. It's some, comedians I can see on TV or stand up, or I only like stand up. He was just one that I only like TV wise. So no, whether or not he got out or not, I would not have watched that.
Now, have you ever seen a Bill Cosby stand up?
Yes. And
Really?
that's why I'm saying it wasn't really something that I would have been watching now.
Okay, now I grew up one of the, I'm a stand-up comedian fan, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I grew up, there was an early Bill Cosby stand-up called Bill Cosby Himself.
Yeah, I saw that.
Right? That was early, I grew up early. I loved it. You know what I'm saying? It was very clean. He was a clean comedian.
Right.
But I loved it. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen any other stand-up besides that from him. Maybe like a comic relief back in the day when they used to do comic relief.
I'm not fucking with no Bill Cosby stand-up tour unless he putting together a pretty good fucking act. But
No, of course. I mean, that's of course. I mean, that
at the
would have come
same
down
time, like a lot of we having a good time. But with Bill Cosby also being ultra critical of shit that I like during his fucking tenure, I don't really give a fuck about it, right? Like, because he's been critical of hip hop and all kind of shit.
I'm not going to dislike somebody because they're critical of.
That's been the
feel like
problem.
they feel.
I am, because you verbal with it, and this is how young people's eating and getting money, and you somebody in a position that, I don't like
Well,
it.
it's definitely things he could do better.
Yeah, so I don't. Right, so
things he
like
could
I
do
said,
better.
and I'm not interested. I don't think he can entertain me at this point. That's all I'm saying.
But I really think that's why a lot of people are having the opinions that they're having. It's not really based on anything with it's the thing of, I already got an issue with him because he says these things. For me, he just sounded like somebody, how we talk about generational gap.
Yeah.
He just always sounded like the old grandpa that's just mad because he don't
that's why
connect
I
with
wasn't
it.
mad at it.
Right. Like, that didn't
They
bother
came
me.
They came up so different. Things look different for them. You know what I'm saying? And that I can't be mad when they feel like they feel.
Okay.
Because you always
Right.
feel like you were doing it right.
All right.
And then being around certain shit. You know what I'm saying?
I was with you both. Until the shit came out. You can't be holding that bullshit when you know for a fact how you getting down.
But I don't.
You can't do that,
the
bro.
thing is that only applies to depend. I don't know how those activities went down. So if they was fraudulent, they was fraudulent. But still, you still can say something about something. If you see a bunch of people that you feel is doing something negative, quote unquote, to the community, or something that you see as a plague towards the community.
You're right, but
that's two different. That's two different
That's
issues.
true. And at the end of the day, like I said, I just don't think he has the ability to entertain me at all at this point. But
Which I'm
welcome
not
home.
mad at that, because you remember I just said TV show, yet docuseries. I'm not really into a lot of that because it's so, as we talked about before,
formulated by
scripted.
himself.
Yeah.
I'm still like,
really,
the docuseries?
But because
I probably won't.
if someone else put it together like a later, damn.
I mean, the motherfucker.
I would prefer something in that capacity than him putting it together himself.
The Last Dance was from a perspective almost, right?
And I didn't, you know what?
But it was
opinion. I didn't enjoy it that much.
Right? What
I didn't.
It was, but I just loved the fucking Michael Jordan. So I was skewed as that's just hella
Sign me
skewed.
up for the docuseries, not the tour, not the comedy.
Okay.
I want to see him lie. I just want to see how he say it.
I would rather hear the perspective of it because the comedy tour is going to be the docuseries on tour. I would rather hear
that's
him.
how they put it together?
I'm just talking. I'm just saying what. Yeah, he's gonna have to talk about.
Right. No, I mean,
shit.
I thought I was thinking they were two separate things, but you know how you say
no, it is two separate. It is two separate things. But I would just say, being a comedian, doing a stand-up tour, he would have to
address this shit.
Address said material, and so I would love to hear that because dude is witty, and yes, let me hear your spin. Let me how you spin it.
Do you really want to hear my opinion? I really feel like whatever days he got left, because it don't look like it's that much left ahead of him. I could be wrong. I think he needs to just chill and relax because even with that, you waiting to hear the spit. You know, no matter what he says, it's gonna be front lines loose. Right. They gonna spit it. So
I look now. When I first read this headline, and it said he had so much work on tap, I was like, damn, okay.
He didn't do no different than what rappers do when they go in. You know, all the time.
He like, I'm ready to work.
Man, you gotta think about it. At this point, he wasn't like, I'm pretty sure he ain't even there horny. That shit was just an old folks.
He like, that's what I'm saying. He came out ready to work. He like, I've been writing this. I've been writing this shit. I knew I was getting out. I was writing this. I've been writing this shit
there for that nigga. He was chilling. Let me get this shit off.
I just need him to relax in his golden years with Camille and just.
I like how crazy the nigga look.
Hey, that
shit just entertaining.
Y'all see some more stand up when she did that Bill Cosby Camille joke. Man, I'm gonna play that for you. That shit was funny.
But on the other, all
right, let's go now. Yeah. On the other, we talking about the black and white, the rules and the lines.
Okay, come on.
All right, now here we go. All right, Shacarri.
Yes.
Richardson.
Yes.
This situation, everybody probably is aware, but if you're not aware, a track star, Shacarri Richardson, won the 100-meter dash trials to go to the Olympics, right? It came a couple of days after we found out she was going to the Olympics, it came out that prior to running the trials, she smoked some marijuana and she had tested. What?
Now, I heard that it wasn't that she said she didn't smoke it. She had an edible, but I just wanted, we always talk about
she ingested marijuana. She ingested marijuana. Okay. That she ingested some weed a couple of days prior to the race. All right. Now that happened as she was grieving. She had just found out shortly prior to that from a reporter in an unfortunate circumstance that her mother had passed. Okay. So she was grieving when she did what she did. Okay. From there, she passed. I guess she failed a drug test. And she was removed from the 100-meter race that she qualified for.
But she was clearly going to be projected winner by all accounts.
Yes, that she was going to be projected.
I'm going to let you go because I got a lot to say.
All right, she had the chance of being able to run in the relays.
Right, all right.
And
so as a result of that, they suspended her for there's a 30-day suspension attached to the violation. All right, and so according to with that 30 days, on technically, if the relay race, she also qualified for the 100-meter relay race. She could have participated in that race because technically, like I said, she was only suspended for 30 days. How that typically works is as soon as you're suspended, you're able to compete again. Now, there is a selection committee for the Olympics. It is not like an independent body. It's a selection committee for the Olympics. With all that happened, So what happened on the tail end, what's going on is now the girl's not running the 100-meter dash, and she's also not running in the relay race because the selection crew omitted her from the team for the relay race. Also, now that is what happened. What do you guys think?
He would go to me first. Okay. So I've been following it and reading people's comments and stuff, which that's why I struggle with, social media. But anywho, I have issues with it. for numerous reasons.
Okay.
One thing to throw out to clear is everybody, not saying y'all keep saying that weed is banned. Weed is not banned from the Olympics. You have to have permission to be able to use it. It's not banned. So here we go again with everything is not black and white for me. I think one, I don't even understand why it's banned because it's not an enhancement. So I'm saying that's why I have an issue with Shacarri, with anybody getting in trouble for it.
But that's been going on.
There was a list of drugs that was automatically just going to be on the list.
That debate has been a debate forever.
I have an empathy thing. And so when I see everybody attacking her, well, not everybody, for the group of people that are so holier than thou that are attacking her, I'm like this. Everybody loves to say rules are rules. Okay. But some of y'all go get high before and after work. And it's definitely against the rules for your job.
Of course.
You just got lucky that your job don't test like that.
Of course.
And for me, because I definitely take loss so hard, I can understand that. Like that empathy kicks in for me where I don't feel like she should be punished like that. Because when we're talking about they go, from my understanding, a year of being tested. She's never tested positive. So it's not like this is something she just does and says, well, fuck it. If I get caught, I get caught. This was something she was going through. And I don't feel like, because I saw some real disgusting things of like people going, oh, she's using the death of her mom as an excuse. And I'm like, bruh, like losing somebody like that will make you be like, I don't give a fuck about the Olympics right now. I just want to get high to numb that pain.
Right.
Period.
Right.
So I have a different empathy to where I think she should be in the Olympics, me personally.
Okay.
It's not a black and white for me.
Okay.
All right, boom, bam. I'm just gonna go to rule book, right? There's gonna be certain substances on there just because they were classified how they were classified, right? But this is my thing. I'm calling big fucking cat because I smoke, right? This is a world class athlete, right? You ain't popping hot on no one edible, one blunt. We all know that smoke. You gotta smoke regularly to fail a fucking drug test. So, but all that, oh, it was just for my mom. That's cap. That's bullshit. We know that. Right? So, not trying to snitch or no bullshit, but it's bullshit. You're a world-class athlete. You put that before your fucking profession, and therefore you fucked up. No witty box and none of that. And people everybody lost somebody, and this is your biological mom. This ain't even who raised you. Keep reading. Not saying it matters, but it do matter, right? Because I had a daddy, but I mean, it wasn't like when my grandma went. He was my daddy. But he wasn't my daddy, right? So I'm just saying, with the fact that we know you got to smoke regularly to fucking, that shit to be in your system, to fail a drug test, you have to. You're looking at me crazy, but it's the truth. That's one thing. And two, you know your job, okay? You got caught. Like you said, everybody fuck around. The committee probably go home and snort lines after grading the test. But you got caught. It's your job to keep your shit clean. That's anybody. My problem with us as a people, we're starting to get this thing where everything is a fucking strike against us. That's not a strike against us. That's her fucking up at work. That's it. I don't give a fuck. That's my take.
All right. My turn. All right. It's unfortunate. The timing was fucked up that she did it, but she said herself, she knew what she was doing when she did it. All right. Olympic athletes are drilled on the substances that they cannot consume. It is so a part of their shit that it is fucking second nature. It is so second nature. Like they get tested so many times. All right. I feel for her. The timing on the shit was fucked up. Right? He's right. The way weed builds up in your system, you know what I'm saying? But it was edible. So it may fall a little different. But still, it accumulates. Okay. If you consume something just initially, like one taste, say you smoke today, right? You take a drug test in a couple of days, you're not gonna pop hot. All right. it accumulates in your system as you smoke more and more days. It takes longer and longer to get out of your system. It's not just it's a builds up like creatine in your system.
And this is a
But that's
world.
the thing. I didn't say it was a one time. What I'm saying
That's
is
what she
that
said. That's
for
what
a
she
year-
said.
She said this happened after
Hey,
her
look.
mom died. They test for over a year and she never tested
No
for
doubt.
that. So even if she is, a person who does that, she obviously had stopped when it came
Right,
to that window
right.
because that never was an
Well,
issue.
that's not a she. Look, even better than that. It was not a window because, like I said, it's not like for other sports they have a window. They have a testing window, right? Like football and all that. They don't test. The only people that fuck up in football that get tested during the middle of the year. You hear somebody got Popeye during the middle of the year. That means they Popeyed already during another time. It came back around because they got in the program and it made them have to keep testing, right? For the Olympics, they always keep testing.
No, because
Yes.
there was an Olympian who came out. I can't think of her name. It's a black chick who said during that year that they're having it. Yes. So what I'm saying is outside of that, it's not like they're coming still knocking on your door randomly.
No doubt. What I'm saying is, but
she knew to stop at some point.
Well, clearly not.
No,
Right.
I'm saying she had to have if they tested her prior to that, and she did not test.
No, I'm
with
not.
weed in
Well,
her
I don't.
system.
I'm not even saying that she was a continuous weed smoker. I'm just saying that it was unfortunate that when she smoked,
And it was
Yeah.
accumulated by then.
You know what I'm saying? And it was not. And she did not just smoke like that one time she smoked and she put. Oh, I got high. She was at that point.
It was
once she
built up.
found out she was blowing.
It was
Right.
already.
And that's why I'm saying, I guess when we go back to the way with our people, that's what kind of bothers me because I saw so many comments where I get it. It happened. She broke the rule. She's not going to be able to run. But it was like the way people were coming at it. I'm like, have you lost your mind?
I'm not going to talk crazy about her.
We ain't gonna condemn her for being human.
But a lot of people are
we can't
condemning her for
control.
that.
Fuck them.
Fuck
Like, we don't give them
And
no
that's
energy.
what I'm talking about that has bothered me.
Look, people in general, social media, everybody is perfect.
Right.
You know
all
what I'm saying?
the time.
The judgment is just crazy
All
how
the
they
time.
how they talk about people in situations, and they have no idea what it would even be like to have a fucking fraction of the spotlight that these people
Exactly.
deal with to even start to comment on
And
it.
just to be clear, from what I said, we know the disparities in how shit play out for different people and how shit play out for us. We know that, right? We always know how the deck is stacked. And that's why I speak the way I do, because I don't like when we all lump it into some black shit. Sis knew what this was. She worked really hard to be what she is. She knows better than any of us what that shit took. And to be so talented and the windows and everything that comes with that, like I said, she knows that more than we can ever speak on.
Look.
So she dropped the ball as a human. And that's where I empathize, because we all fuck up.
Right.
And that's all that is. She just
And
fucked
she
up.
took responsibility.
And she did.
Exactly.
And she did that.
And I'm sorry, we try to jump on that, but I mean, I don't know if everybody tapping in, be watching the Olympics. Black women have been winning the 100 and no fucking 100 for the damn longest. They not trying to stop a black woman. They know a black woman gonna win the 100. If it ain't Sha'Carri, it's gonna be another one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they think I forget her name.
This
One of
don't
the
have
girls
nothing-
from the Jamaican.
It's gonna be
team, they
a
think
black woman that
And
wins
the-
shit.
and
It's
the-
not even, you know what I'm saying? So that aspect, when people talk about that's dumb.
And the real quick about the relay, she also declined that because she would be taking a spot from another person.
Yes.
And that was classy on
She
her
did-
part.
Okay, so I didn't know
she
that.
didn't push.
I thought they said they never put
No,
her on
the
because
team,
of that.
because she would be taking from somebody that ain't did nothing wrong, earned that particular spot, and shouldn't be punished for a bigger name and a story. So she's very gracious in all of this. That's what I said. I'm not attacking her. I'm just saying we got to be partial.
The timing on this shit
It's just
is
bad.
fucked up.
Yeah.
She put in a lot of work, but she gonna shine after this.
Yeah.
She gonna go to the next Olympics. She gonna shine in the World Championship. She gonna get her shit on. If she's that, because you still got to continuously prove you that in track. It's race by race.
That's it.
Right? It's race by race.
And God bless her.
God bless her
and her family and on her loss.
And you know what? And I commend her and I for standing up and saying, look, I did the shit.
With no excuses, because
No
we usually get a
excuses.
lot of excuses.
No,
when
and
people
everybody
get caught.
get to making excuses and some shit. Just shit's unfortunate. She'll grow from this,
Yes, she will.
and I'm sure she's gonna make some money from this.
She didn't lose all endorsements. She still got that Nike
She still got the
endorsement,
Nike
so
deal, and I'm sure
she gonna be good.
She'll get to get paid for speaking engagements, different shit. She'll be all right.
No doubt. Just you asked for an honest opinion. That's just where I land on it.
I am,
And for once, didn't have the same. We usually are the ones that be opposite. We actually was opposite of each other.
Sometimes the rule is the rule.
And I'm not going to cancel you. See?
That's what I'm talking about. We
can agree to disagree.
Yeah.
Hey, people need to figure out how to do that.
That's what adults do. I heard.
People need to figure out how to do that.
Right, because you actually learn more that way when people have a difference in opinion.
That's all it is. You see it, I see it, he see it, and we all just, respect to how we see it. That's it. None of us are fucking right or wrong, I don't believe. And I don't think nobody give a fuck what we think about it that much. So that's why I don't put some people like to debate and shit get on.
So are y'all still gonna watch the Olympics?
Yeah, I watch events. I'm waiting to some of the new shit pop off.
I feel like I just feel like I'm not. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the shit is unfortunate.
See, for me, it's not even just her that's making me not watch it. It's just too many questionable things that has happened so far. Like that just made me like.
Like what?
So, for instance, the thing of the swim caps, they basically went for the sisters who they're like, oh, if you can't wear what they call regulation, because, we got the hair.
Man, this the thing, man. The Olympics always been like that. We can't start.
No.
When?
Now, did you hear about now? No. Okay, let me agree with you on that. They've always been on some BS. But some of this stuff is just a little bit too much for me. So, because I still want to support my brothers and sisters in there, I catch the highlights, on YouTube and stuff. I'm not going
certain stuff. Look, certain stuff, man, is what it is, and like because we want it to be different, because we in it, is what it is. Like certain shit, like uniforms. It is what it is.
No, did you even hear about the ones in Africa that they're saying they're born women, identify as women. They're saying your testosterone test too high for you to be able to compete in this. You have to take something.
You know why they saying that?
They're letting a transgender woman run in the same race.
But you know why? You know what? That is a problem. But you know why that's going on, right?
Yeah.
Do you?
Because they would probably win. That's why.
Nah, nigga. Because
why do you think it is?
Because testosterone levels go up when you use steroids.
But they know that they're not using it. That's the thing. They've tested them. They're not testing positive for steroids. They just actually have a higher testosterone count than probably most women. But that's a problem. If we gonna do that, then
I gotta check that out. Just that team specifically.
Yes, I'm serious, and that's why I said they've had some problematic things.
But I gotta check. I still gotta check.
Or
that
even
out.
Our girl Simone Biles, where you're trying to block her from doing certain things because you like the average person can't do that. She worked hard for what she do, so I can't support that. It just I'll have to watch the highlights.
I don't understand how much me watching it. I probably wouldn't watch it live anyway. I don't know how much that does as far as supporting, but I personally don't get too fucking high and low with the way things tend to be, because not just because you accept it, it's just everything ain't gonna happen at once. Every change is gradual, and a lot of times I feel like we want it all right now, and we can't have it all right now. Okay, as fucked up as this shit sound, we were included in this. This is hundreds. This is shit they had. This is their shit, the Olympics, right? Yeah, right. This is the Nordics, to whatever you want to call them, motherfuckers. This is their shit. We're included later. Not meaning you don't have to be fair, right? But sometimes when shit wasn't made for you, it's gonna take a minute.
Like we want like certain shit, we want to participate. It's not know
we want to be there, but sometimes we gotta be sensible
the
too.
People that are going like all the people that's going like they strive and work to get there. It's not, you know what I'm saying? So
they know what it is.
They know what it is.
Who gonna beat Simone Biles? Who gonna beat her? Doing whatever they try not to let her do. There's still not a human on earth that can do what what the competition entails.
Let me see your lighter without shutting this production down. We almost about to get out of here. These tight ass shorts.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you guys will tell me about it. I'm gonna catch the highlights before, like he said, I'm gonna do my job though. So by the time we have to talk about it, I would at least caught the highlights to be able to have something to say.
Okay.
But I don't never, I'm gonna be very honest with people don't do on social media. A lot of people that's got a lot to say, they don't watch the Olympics anyway. I'm one of those people. I've never really supported it just because I don't like a lot of the rules the way it stands.
I'm a track and field and gymnastics person in basketball. I watch the track and field, gymnastics, and basketball. Usually. So
I usually always catch highlights of everything. But that's me. At least I'm honest enough to be able to say that.
Right.
I always catch the highlights of the news clips. I can't remember actively sitting down and watching, unless it was like USA basketball. Certain events I am going to I tune into because it's my shit. But
me, me. I'm like, all the shit is on. Because when it's on that channel for them hours. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can just
so it's like I'm tap in. What's going on? Okay.
Well, no, it's because the reason why I say that, it was like people that when Sha'Carri first made it in, it was like, oh, I'm gonna watch. Because think about it, even coming up when FloJo was running, it was like, let's watch it.
But you know what's fucked up? It's still black girls running in the shit.
Right, but no, that's what I'm saying. Some of these people, they were coming out saying, well, she the one that messed up. I don't care. I'm supporting all the black people. I'm like, you couldn't even name another black person in the Olympics. You really were only watching for her, but now you gonna make it seem like you just about that.
Nah. That's because track and field is basically off the radar. A lot of people,
leading for that one person.
Even beyond that, people like the sport, but it's not really a promoted sport except for during certain time periods. So it's one of the things that come up every 4 years. If you really enjoy it, you get to see high level gym, track and field, for that time.
I only enjoy track and field live. Maybe that's why I don't watch it like other people do.
That's cool.
But I like it live. When you watching them, you
get to really see the speed.
Right. You're damn, I get winded even just looking at it.
I ran track in high school. Hey, Al Bundy moment. All right. And So, man, y'all ready to get out of here?
Yeah, I'm always hungry by the end of the
day. I can do something too. All right, man.
You going to thigh stuff?
No.
I still ain't did that shit.
No, I'm not. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm not going to do that. I'm trying to make good choices.
Well, I'm going to make a bad choice, even though, I'm on my weight loss thing, but I'm going to have my SpaghettiOs. And then my Benadryl, and I'm going to sleep.
SpaghettiOs?
SpaghettiOs.
She said you missed that earlier. She said that was her childhood shit, and it is her shit now.
And I'm feeling that too.
I might have stepped out.
Yep, and I'm feeling it too.
Look at her radiator body.
I see the joy.
The energy is there.
I see the joy.
Like
man, if that's one of those fuck my allergy moments, I gotta have it when I want it. I gotta have it.
That's what happens when you go.
That's like a comfort food.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it because you seem happy about it. So go do that. By all means. You know what I mean?
A close friend of mine, besides you, because you're gonna be a close friend. That's his go-to little thing.
SpaghettiOs with meatballs. Only with the meatballs.
This is a motherfucker that eats so bougie that you would never think that he was about to cop some SpaghettiOs, but he copped SpaghettiOs.
You want to hear what's funny? I love SpaghettiOs, but I don't eat spaghetti. I only can eat that one brand. I can't eat no off brand. I can't eat it without them.
Overcooked spaghetti and sauce.
I'm not even gonna start telling you what I don't eat because I eat meatloaf, but I don't eat sloppy joes.
Really? See, we're opposite. I'll eat the sloppy joe, but will not eat the meatloaf, and I still have to pop that Benadryl. That's
all that.
She said, I still gotta pop that
Benadryl.
Hey, shout out to Benadryl for keeping the homie alive.
Right, look, we need to go ahead and get that plug. They need to hit us with the sponsorship.
To keep Taz alive. Shout out to Benadryl.
I'm telling y'all, if you know you're allergic to some food that you just really, really want, that's the way to keep ended up in the hospital.
No, that doesn't work for me.
I'm sorry.
That doesn't work for me. I have to get like a whole fucking shot, stick that shit in my chest like I did it, like I'm coming back from a drug overdose. Yeah. All right. We gotta go.
Yeah, man.
We gotta go. We gotta go. Hey. All right. We about to get up out of here. I'm going to hit the racquetball back with Cash D. Get the info. And, you know what I'm saying? Then we switch it around.
I got lost, but man, I'm glad I wasn't. I'm glad you wasn't ready, because I was somewhere completely.
You spaced out like I was doing. I promise you.
You know what I'm saying? Before I do that, I want to tell everybody to tap into our YouTube at youtube.com/Deez Ninjas Network. Tap into the website, DeezNinjas.com. Cash.
Check me out. It's Ninja Star Burn. Hit me up. Follow me. Get in the DMs. Talk some shit. I'm done. Just hit me up. I'm available. You know what I mean? We can shoot the shit. And, you know, that's where it's at. Other than that, it's a link tree that's provided there where you can get all my other endeavors, mainly my music, because that's the only thing I do other than this. And that shit is what it is. Other people looking for the older people looking for a vibe. Fuck with your boy for real. You won't be disappointed.
You don't mean like old people, though.
Older. Different era.
Yeah.
Happy
hey, look, that was slick, bro. I caught that. You don't know though. You know the way he was like in my DMs. He didn't really put too much on it, but he was like, "Hey, they open." You know what I'm saying? They open.
It is what it is, man. You know what I mean? They are. No,
Yeah.
they fucking open.
Hey, see, like, look, see, like, hey, don't sleep.
I mean, shit.
Don't sleep.
It is what the fuck it is. But yeah, but I like feedback about, you know, how we doing, how I'm doing.
Yeah, man.
It's
just,
a new
you know,
medium, so fuck with me. I mean, I'm open to constructive criticism, so holla at me.
Yeah. You'd have said rest in peace, Shock G. You want the people to get at you? You ready to get
They
talk to the
can.
people? Hey.
Y'all can all come and talk to me at Mocha Vibes. Mocha spell normal _VYBEZ because I like to be different.
Hey, check it out.
And that's on Twitter and Instagram.
I tried to get you some traffic over there.
I did get some people
some?
my way.
Okay,
yes.
boom, told you.
So you just like forced me to step my social media game up and stop, you know, arguing with trolls so that it don't make me want to stop.
Hey, we about to start a social media onslaught.
No, I'm just better in that space.
We about to start an onslaught.
But yeah.
Let
And
me
you?
I am JJ Dynamite, the coolest ninja you know. You can catch your boy at Club Dynamite. Change the E to a 3. All the platforms. That's what it is. Catch me there. Or don't. All right.
Right.
Once again, like I said, DeezNinjas.com, YouTube.com/Deez Ninjas Network. That's the vibe. If you tap in with us, make sure that you share that shit and comment and, you know what I'm saying, tell your friend.
To tell a friend, to tell a friend.
All that good stuff.
And I really hope y'all enjoying y'all summer outside. Be safe, dodge that variant. If you ain't, you know, do what you do, stay diligent. I always say
Shout out to anybody that gives some love and comes to kick it with us. You know I love y'all.
I love y'all too, sometimes.
All right.
Happy Saturday.
Happy
Saturday.
Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. When you hear
Hey,
this.
whatever day.
Yeah.
Whatever day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Saturday.
Hey, we out.